Welcome back. Welcome to Von Blues Boxing. So I want to talk about a few things. I'm just gonna make this quick video, and then I'm gonna make another one. What I'm talking about. Shout out to my boy True Boxing. He does this. He does a good job on this little segment that he does, which is called "What's Next." And I got this idea from him, and I'm gonna use it. Just this once. Shout out to True Boxing. Been follow me since I've been doing this YouTube stuff. And yeah, man. So I just wanted to salute, shout out to you, boss. Yeah. So I wanted to talk about Deontay Wilder and Mark Breland split. I'm not gonna lie, sucks to see it, man. Especially being, a Deontay Wilder fanboy as I am. I've always admitted it, no lies over here. But it sucks to see it. It truly sucks to see it as long as they've been with each other, as much as stuff they've been through, coming from the bottom and rising to the top and getting to the level that Deontay Wilder and Mark Breland has, how Mark Breland helped mold Deontay Wilder and, all the trials and tribulations that they've been through and stuff of that nature. So it sucks to see it, man. It truly, truly, honestly does. It truly sucks. But at the same time, you know, it's a part of boxing. We've seen this. It's not the first time. We look at Tyson Fury. Him and Ben Davison seemed like they had a really good relationship, but a few months before the fight, Tyson Fury took the split. He had the split. We look at Triple G, Abel Sanchez, another one. We look at Shea Mosley and his father. We can go on and on and on and on about fighters splitting with trainers. I can look at Danny Jacobs. Look at Danny Jacobs and Andre Rozier. Look how close their relationship was. But it's never easy to see fighters and trainers that's been with each other for years and worked with each other for years and been together and made things happen and been through the good and the bad, work, accomplished great things, built those relationships with their families and things of that nature, and it sucks to always see, but sometimes this is how the sport is, and you know is I know people sometimes question the fighter's loyalty to the trainer, but sometimes the fighter needs a change, and sometimes the fighters, they have to do it. Sometimes they feel like they need a change, sometimes they feel like they need something new, something that can help bring something new to the table. And that's how the sport goes. It sucks to see, especially when these guys have had long-term relationships and built and won and accomplished a lot of great things with each other. So it sucks to see, but it is a part of the sport. You know what I'm saying? I gave you examples with Triple G, Abel Sanchez, Andre Rozier, Danny Jacobs. You look at Floyd Mayweather early in his career. His father was his trainer. He switched up to his uncle Roger. You look at Manny Pacquiao. Even for Manny, for a little bit, he did it for like a fight or two with Boost Boy. You know what I'm saying? You look at Shea Mosley and his father. These type of things happen. You know what I'm saying? You look at Klitschko's first trainer, and he went over to Emmanuel Stewart. It happens. It's not fun to see. It's not something, good. It's never nice to see, but it's a part of the sport. And the fighter's got to do his best. And sometimes it's good for the trainer. Sometimes the trainer needs, you know, a rest. Sometimes the trainer needs to go in a new direction. Sometimes the trainer needs to focus on his gym or focus on different fighters. Maybe he has young prospects, or maybe he has a guy that's budding and growing as a star. And sometimes the fighter needs to change. Trainers need to change too. It doesn't mean that their relationship is fractured or and it's over, but that's how the sport is. Sometimes the fighters just feel like they need that change, and they feel like sometimes this other trainer can bring something to. You look at Jermell Charlo. He was with Ronnie Shields at first. Now he with Derrick James. You look at I'll give you another example. Look at Timothy Bradley and Joel Diaz. Those dudes was Joel Diaz been with Timothy Bradley since he was a pup. You know what I'm saying? But he went over there and worked with Teddy Atlas. Sometimes those changes are needed. And, so that's my thing. I just don't want it to be where we get, Deontay Wilder gets criticized for doing it when plenty of fighters do it. And it's a part of the sport. It's never nice to see. It's never fun to see. But it is a part of the sport. So I just wanted to bring my thoughts in that. Hopefully it works for Deontay Wilder. Shoot, we look at, I just thought about it now. Another one. I'm going to give you another example. Dillian White. working with what's his name, David Caldwell, with Caldwell, and he was with Mark Tibbs. You know what I'm saying? At first, and he went with Caldwell. Sometimes that's just how it is. It didn't work out for Dillian. Sometimes it works, sometimes it don't. But that's the part of the sport. I'll give you another one, and I'm about to be done after this one. Manny Robles and Andy Ruiz. Now look who Andy Ruiz is with. Eddie Reynoso. It's part of the sport, man. So, you know, I just hopefully it works. Whoever is going to be training Deontay Wilder, hopefully it works. You know, hopefully it is the best move. Time will tell. Time will tell. You know what I'm saying? If it was the best move to leave Mark Breland. But I think what frustrated Deontay Wilder, and I think what put us, messed up their relationship is Mark Breland throwing in the towel. And I know that hurt Deontay Wilder, like any fighter, any warrior. They're prideful. They're prideful. You know, they always say, hey, I'd rather go down on my shield. I'd rather go down on my shield. And this is coming from a real Deontay Wilder fan, a cat that's been following him since 2009, 2008, 2010, when he was fighting on Friday night fights and Wednesday night fights. You know what I'm saying? Mark Breland did the right thing because Mark Breland is a former fighter. He knows. He knows when a fighter physically has too much. He knows the mentality of a fighter. And I know some Wilder fans, they gonna hate me for it. But Mark Breland did the right thing. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, these things happen in the sport of boxing. So I wish nothing but the best to Mark Breland. And I hope that him and Wilder relationship is not just destroyed like that. I hope that they still have a good relationship. I hope they still talk to each other. I hope Mark Breland is in there some way. I hope that relationship stays strong, and I hope it stays positive. I hope it doesn't turn into where they don't talk to each other no more, and they don't communicate, and it's just this weird awkwardness between them. Like, nah, I don't want that. You know what I'm saying? They've accomplished too much and should have too much respect and love for that to happen. But yeah, that's it. I got another video coming up, and yeah, today. So I'm gonna do that in a minute. But let me go in here and handle some business and eat real quick, and I'm gonna get back at y'all. Y'all be good, man. Von Blues Boxing. I'm out.